masterpiece. 10 bad till they after me. One bad like a masterpiece. Looking for a gap like an athlete. Big drip, what you call it? Big drip. iChampionship for it. You got the camera, can't afford it. You got the band, can't afford it. Energy, I ride it like a jet ski. Get on your feet! No masterpiece. 10 bad till they after me. One bad like a masterpiece. Looking for a dunk like an athlete. Big drip, what you call it? UWA Elite Tactic Champion! DAWGNation! I see them watching in the front and trying to sneak. Here to bring trouble to each and every one of you, and we ain't sparing none of you. Say your prayers when you enter the lair. We don't play fair, cause life ain't fair. Nobody cares in your health. It's all for self. It's either all or nothing else. Like the self, deal with the cards you dealt. Nobody's helping, nobody will help. Unless we want it to help. Now it's the showdown. It goes down. My problem is all the rip these balls. Quick to push
Tag team match is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the UWA Elite Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, wrestling out of and residing in their bachelor pad, greatness at its greatest, Sage Matthews. The high-graded Adam Colable. Here is DAWGNation. The second team, wrestling out of your nearest birthday, Shemar. The wrestling legend Magic. Here is the Shaolin Wrecking Crew! And the final team, for wrestling out of Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, Adam Bizare, Corvis, they are the UWA Elite Tag Team Champions, the Army of the DAWGNation.
So gentlemen, you have a choice here. Do you go for the most dangerous men in the match? That's the Army of the Dark Angel. Do you go for the biggest men in the match, the Shaolin Wrecking Crew? Or do you go for the most handsome men in the match? Me? Which I've been told is also Magic. I'm not sure.
I mean, if you ask Magic, that's what he's going to tell you. Well, when you look at it here, you have an amazing tag team that's been proven with gold in the Army of the Dark Angel. Bizare and Power seem to have picked up chemistry, and it shows in that ring. And you have the Shaolin Wrecking Crew, Magic, Shemar, Warriors at the table, monsters in the ring.
I should address, we haven't addressed the sort of elephant in the room, and that was at Brawl for All. The Army of the Dark Angel took 3 pieces of UWA Elite Gold in the Tag Team Championships and the UWA Elite Championship. So this is the first showing we have of how they might fare, how the end of UWA Elite's 2020 season may look for the Army of the Dark Angel. And they gotta face 4 men who are either the biggest or the prettiest, depending who you ask, and the most hydrated in all of UWA Elite.
Guys, I've done a lot of homework on this. I've broken down all 3 tag teams, and I have a scientific analysis as to what we need to look for in this matchup.
Bring out this whiteboard.
I love DAWGNation. I love DAWGNation. I love everything they do. I love everything about them. Playball hasn't even taken off his hat yet. That's how amazing these guys are. Sage Matthews is greatness at its greatest. I didn't get it at first because it doesn't make any sense, but when you stop to not think about it for 2 or 3 seconds, he's the greatest I've ever seen. DAWGNation is the heavy favorite because DAWGNation.
Yeah, indeed. Well, right now it is Adam Bizare in the ring with the hydrated one, and he's trying to reason. Oh, you know what? He was going to say he was reasoning with him, but Shemar came in with 2 arms that nobody could reason with.
You know, there is a lot to be proved here for Shemar and Magic. Magic, of course, there's nothing to be said about Magic. He is Magic. The man, his career is Magic.
A legend.
A true legend, to the highest extent. And now he's got a student, that being Shemar. What has Magic taught Shemar to gain gold? What are they going to pull out here to get this UWA Elite Tag Team Championship?
What hasn't Magic taught Shemar? If you don't know who Magic is, if you don't know what Magic can teach you, ask Proud and Powerful. Ask Ortiz and Santana from AEW, from the Inner Circle, 2 men who credit the beginning of their entire careers to the legend and the icon that is Magic. And if you can teach men like that, as well as hundreds of others, with that level of proficiency, Magic has such an edge on everyone else in this matchup, but there's not much he can do about it while he's out on the apron.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Right now it is Shemar in the ring. Adam Bizare is just keeping it away.
Shemar and Bizare. Bizare and Shemar. That's it. I'm writing a song. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
Starting a
I thought you were going OMC. I thought it was like, no, that's not where we are.
How Shemar.
Exactly.
Every time I look around,
It's DAWGNation.
yeah!
There we go.
I would love that.
But Shemar, Ooh!
Look how every time Shemar hits the ring buckles.
Justin wasn't born when that song came out.
I was totally astonished. I'm like, what are these lyrics?
Every time I look around,
Every time
you
I
are
look
a
around.
young man. How old are you, Justin?
Just turned 22 in August.
God in heaven, I could legitimately be your father if I started young and I made different life choices.
Oh no, for me it would have been young. Not even, it's just...
Magic has eaten steaks older than you.
And after this show we'll be drinking whiskey.
Or for Shemar, it's Sprite No Ice, as he loves to scream.
Now, look at the greatest tag team that I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes, DAWGNation. Just keeping Shemar. Ooh, he slapped his chest around to the back.
I'll give your guys 1-4. They have some good tag team chemistry. They got the maneuvers. They got the tag team ability. Smart double moves here. Consistent tags, keeping one another fresh.
Have you been in DAWGNation's bachelor pad?
I for one have not.
I cannot say I have.
Have you?
What? How dare you even ask me that question? You remember the fountain right at the beginning of the WAP video?
Oh, jeez.
Yes, they borrowed that from DAWGNation's bachelor pad.
Very good. I mean, they are a hydrated pair of
Yes.
men.
Yes. They are a pair of wrestlers.
Yes.
Yes.
What a pair they are.
That is how hydrated they are. Yes.
Back in the ring.
A wet athletic pair. So hydrated.
Just in case you're wondering what.
Hey!
Oh, nice cross body.
Showing the greatness, but being thrown off like he weighed nothing.
The Army of the Dark Angel getting in Sage Matthews' face.
Well, he got thrown by Shemar into the Army of the Dark Angel's corner. And if there's anything that we know about Bizare and Powers, specifically Chris Powers, he is one of the most adept wrestlers in UWA Elite history about being opportunistic, about taking advantage of a situation. It is why, over the last 6-7 years, whenever a faction has been established, the X Factor has always been Chris Powers. When Joey Adams put together his crew, who's the first guy he called? Chris Powers. When the Army of the Dark Angel wanted to go from a dominant faction to a championship faction, who did Vincent Valentine call? Chris Powers.
And Chris Powers was smart enough to see one boat was going down and another boat was on the rise.
Very true. Go where the tide is high. This is how that man has gone from being a Hollywood stuntman, and he still gets jobs in Hollywood. He does, but you do it by staying relevant. That is how the greats do it, and Chris Powers has stayed relevant by being on the right side of history for a long time here at UWA.
Here he is again with UWA Elite Gold as tag team champion, Army of Dark Angel in the ring with his tag team partner versus one of the biggest men in UWA Elite in Shemar the Destroyer.
They have just been picking Shemar apart. He needs to find Magic and he needs to find it quick.
It makes sense though. Out of everybody in that ring, the greenest, the youngest buck is Shemar.
Say that closer to
Oh, not a chance in hell.
But look at this. We have on our production panel here, we have a running timer. Shemar has been in that ring being attacked by 4 men for over 5 minutes. That is enough to take the average man out, and the fact that Shemar is still fighting, green and young as he may be, that says a lot about him. But it's also because DAWGNation's out on the air. Let's be honest.
Shemar now reaching, trying to get to Magic, hand outstretched. This could be the moment where we see what happens.
Nope. As he said, he couldn't take no more. He was reaching for Magic, but the Army of the Dark Angel drags him by his ankles away from Magic.
One could say that Shemar needed to reach Shemar.
We could say that. We won't, but we could have.
All right.
Oh, look at Powers now. Powers just taunting Magic. Magic wants to know. Please.
But the longer that this happens, James, if Magic gets a tag, if DAWGNation gets a tag here, this is the crazy thing about triple threat tag team rules. You have 3 men who are everything they're just fresh. There's nothing out of the tank from Playball, from Matthews, from Magic. And especially if Magic gets in there, this is running on 6 to 7 minutes that Magic has not seen even a punch thrown his way.
100%. Oh, and there was that a tag?
Nope.
No, that was not a tag. That was just to break the fall.
Yeah.
Chris Powers putting his arm out to DAWGNation and playing mind games.
But Clayball still has his hat on, gentlemen. Still has his hat.
How does he do it?
How does he do it?
Wood staples.
Wood staples?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Really?
Horrible.
Wow, that's gonna mess with the hairline over time, but for now,
That's why he wears a cap, Colin.
Looks like Shemar finally, Chris Powers going up to the top turnbuckle. Shemar charged into him, and now Shemar has a moment. He has a second to breathe, and he is not using it to go tag out. He is using it to pay back, to get some vengeance on the Dark Angel.
We are about to see a superplex from Shemar. Oh my God, it planted. Powers is down. Now can Shemar get the tag?
And who does Shemar tag? Whether it's his partner or is it the first person he sees?
You know, this match has taken a toll, and he might not even know where his partner is.
I'll tell you what though, he better tag Magic, because this may be the last opportunity Magic has to get in this ring in this match.
And he tagged him. Magic is in.
The buffet is open, gentlemen.
So's DAWGNation.
And Dog is on the menu. Sorry, Colin, I know you like him. But, Magic. Tossing Sage Matthews over the back, and he'll do the same to Clayball.
Yeah, but his hat is still on.
You're right, his hat is still on.
The The Shaolin is going crazy. That ring, look, not a person standing, but magic.
Well, this is what tends to happen when Magic gets a hot tag, as they call it in the business.
DAWGNation finding time to recover in the center of the ring. They're surrounded by the cavalry.
Flat. Do they see?
I don't think they see.
Oh! Oh, the hydration!
There is water everywhere.
No!
This is it. We might have new tech.
Oh, but Adam Bizare stomping on Magic's back.
No!
What?
Oh my
A
God.
stolen victory for the Army of the Dark Angel.
Of the match is still UWA Elite Tag Team Champions, the Army of the Dark Angel.
The Shaolin Wrecking Crew had that as good as one.
And the Army of the Dark Angel does what it does best. It steals victories.
By hook or by crook, and in this case, by two crooks, gentlemen.
Definitely. Those two men, the soldiers of the Dark Angel, if you will, with two of the gold. Can't wait to find out later tonight. Will we see Vincent Valentine hold on to his gold the same way that these two men held on to theirs?
And the bigger question, will these two make their presence felt later on in this night? Either way, Bizare and Powers still, oh my God, still your tag team champions.
Still asserting dominance in the tag team division.